Baker is here this afternoon.
We've already seen the horse in the white with the red cross spots. Then in the dark green colours is number 3, Leo Da Vinci. Eddie Greatrex riding for Mark Lockney.
I think this horse has got to have a really good chance in this contest. His one win came over this trip, albeit at Redcar when he was with George Scott in a previous life. But he's been rolling into a bit of form in his last couple of runs, albeit last time out he lacked his normal finishing kick, but it was a 2-day turnaround, so he's had a little bit of a break since.
OK then, they're making their way out onto the course. Cross now to the 7 furlong starting point for Division 1 of this 0 to 60 handicap, and I believe it is pretty tight at the top of the market, Angus.
Mark, yeah, we've got a 2-1 favourite in Revolutionary Man, but Bernard Spearpoint is now 9-4, and it's pretty tight between the two of them. Elusive is 30-2, Leo Da Vinci 10-1, 10s Heron's Nest, Hedging 14s. 22-1 Waqaas, Sarah's Verse out to 25s, having touched 22s. Lightning Attacks out to 28-1, but not much between Revolutionary Man and Bernard Spearpoint. Could be joint favourites in the very near future, possibly. 2-1 Revolutionary Man at the moment.
Cheers, Angus. Revolutionary Man then just clinging for favouritism at the moment. James Doyle looking for a second win of the evening, riding for George Bowie, and there is Revolutionary Man in those well-known power limited colours, the green and white checks on the way to the starting point. Comes out of a selling handicap at Lingfield last time out, and a winner of an amateur handicap back in August also at Lingfield.
Yes, but I think he's the one that they all have to beat in this context. That selling handicap, it was a 0 to 65. He was very, very keen. He hasn't been keen earlier in his career, but his last 2 runs he's been keen. And last time out he was given way too much to do. He needs to settle when he finished second. Just couldn't get up to beat Gay Kellaway's Cape Greco last Wednesday. Portaferro, who was in third, we want to watch this form line because she's reopposing again in our next division of this race. But James Doyle aboard, I think he should be able to just get him settled at the back end of the field. And if you're interested, he is £1 well in. He's been re-rated to 61, but today he's racing off of 60.
Just before we move off him, if you're a bookmaker, you're looking at that, you're going, people take a short price, it's Doyle riding. He's gone off favourite last 3 starts, beaten. He's a horse that some people might want to get.
Yeah, actually, I was just looking at the prices. I didn't realise he was that short. I wouldn't touch him at that price. Now he's going to scoot in to win by 10 lengths, so you're welcome if you're on him. But this sort of, it's a 0 to 60. You don't touch 2-1 shots, not when they're a little bit quirky in their own right. Actually, at the prices, Leo Da Vinci at 10-1 looks very much more of what I would say would be a better proposition. He's trained by Mark Lockney, who Revolutionary Man was trained by Mark Lockney when he won back in August. So it's a horse that both these horses Mark will know. And as we said in the paddocks, Leo Da Vinci didn't have the normal finishing kick and turn of foot that he shows normally last time at Wolverhampton, but they wheeled him back in a 2-day time period, and obviously that could have just blunted his general verve.
Now, I know you and I employ the same kind of things with difficult races that we can't solve.
Skip them.
The horse that we put the most different colour highlighters on is invariably the horse you're drawn to. And I have coloured highlighters all over the 7 Elusive here. Loves this track. He's the only course winner in this field. I couldn't believe it. I thought I was missing something when I was highlighting this race. He's the only horse who's won here. He's done it no less than 4 times. He's won 3 times this year, the most prolific winner of the year in the field. He's got a jockey who's already ridden a good winner from the front today, and he isn't in terrible form in not a great race. He's got to have a great chance, hasn't he?
Yeah, I think he does, but I actually put him down. I thought he'd be a bit of a price coming in here because he's got a couple of 8s next to his name in recent times, but obviously what I saw, everybody saw. He is rounding into form. He is running in the lowest level he's run for a long, long time. It's his 3rd run off a 4th layoff, and last time when he finished 8th, not beaten very far, he was drawn into stall 14 of 14, and he was slow away and wide. He closes late, but I will say, if he wins this, back him in his next 2 times, because all of his 6 career wins have come in 3 wins in a row sections. So he's a horse that once on a roll, he rolls.
I'll take him on. I'll have Elusive in a match bet with your Leo Da Vinci. I know a man who loves these 0 to 60 races, though. Here's John.
Yeah, any grade, any time of year, Mark. Keeps us all going, doesn't it? Hope you're having a good evening this evening. A winner or two along the way would be lovely before we end at 8:05. Last one's going forward now outside a Crowded Express, together with Sarah's Verse and Leo da Vinci, waiting to come in. Leo da Vinci will be the last one. Stall 12, Edward Greatrex on board. And we are now set to race over 7 furlongs. They're off and racing. Revolutionary Man didn't get the best of starts there, having to just hold his own, and now in fact just in behind Sarah's Verse, having to take some cover. Bernard Spearpoint behind him, as they all crossed over, had to take back as well. Now up front, Sarah's Verse does hold the lead. Pedestal in second place. Revolutionary Man and Waqaas on the rail, followed between the two of them by Hedging, and Elusive up with the pace as well, and Marzel going right the way around the outside to come and challenge for the lead too. Now just after these is Lightning Attack, who's going pretty strongly. Lightning Attack together with Heron's Nest slightly further back. Bernard Spearpoint towards the outside. Kilishi is ridden along towards the inner of Crowded Express. The back marker is Leo da Vinci as they make their way round towards the home straight. Just over 3 to run from this point. The leader, Sarah's Verse. Revolutionary Man into second place, with on the outside Marzel, on the far side both Pedestal and Waqaas, as now Elusive in the blue and white tries to deliver a challenge as well. Heron's Nest staying on with some promise towards the far side. Likewise, Hedging plugging on too. And from the back of the field, Crowded Express is also running on. Revolutionary Man inside the final furlong comes through to take the lead. Goes on now on the far rail. Finishing off well, Heron's Nest. Revolutionary Man, Heron's Nest. A half a length between the two of them. Revolutionary Man beat Heron's Nest. Behind those, Hedging in company with Waqaas.
Will be interesting to look at the head-on, but the first past the post is number 2, Revolutionary Man, giving James Doyle a double on the evening, and 9 to 4 the odds of reward. He has beaten Heron's Nest, another good run by a John Butler trained horse here today. Adam Kirby, however, did seem to very much slam on the brakes in the final 50 yards or so, and Revolutionary Man, as we pick it up, has started his run down the centre of the course under what was originally a left-handed drive, and again a left-handed drive, and he's now beginning to move across, and it's going to get all